So I was on an interesting live today. Shout out to Venetia on this one. Got to tag you in this one. And I've come to understand why people really hate rejection. And it's simply because they've probably rejected themselves a million times already. And in the midst of rejecting themselves, they don't truly accept anything about them. As a matter of fact, they don't have confidence. They cover it up with arrogance. And the difference between confidence and arrogance, confidence is like self-validation without putting down others. Arrogance, you gotta put other people down to make yourself seem bigger than what you really are. But I digress. Arrogance is just really a filter to cover up how ugly you really are. But deep down, your self-hate is so deep-rooted to the point that you truly don't accept yourself. So a lot of times you reject people before they even reject you. It's a defense mechanism to your ego. But again, you keep rejecting yourself a million times. And this explains why some men can't handle the rejection to women. Sometimes they even go to threats, or some men have even known to unalive women that rejected them. True story, that's how crazy the world is. Not all, I'm not trying to scare everybody, but it's been done before. Go up to this woman, ask her for a phone number, trying to get to know her, and she says she's not interested, and she's very polite with it. You've rejected yourself a million times to the point that you've given the validation that you should be giving yourself. You gave her the key. You gave her the power to give you validation. So the moment she politely turns you down, you have turned yourself down a million times. Now she makes 1,000,001. You've deemed yourself unworthy, and in your brain, she just agreed with you, even though she could just be genuinely not interested and don't mean nothing by it. So your defense mechanism says, forget you. I didn't want you anyway. You was ugly anyway. I was just trying to help you out. I was just trying to talk to you. I felt sorry for you, really. Deep down, she really hurt your ego to the point that you feel like you had to attack her for rejecting you, because you always attack yourself for rejecting yourself. Like you do things to turn to vices and other things. You try to go bully other people, but actually you're taking a break from bullying yourself when you're doing that. You try to find something which you deem weaker to try to attack on so you can stop attacking yourself. Insecurities be on a whole different type of magnitude. And some of you don't even know your worth. Some of you reject yourself a million times to the point that you may see that beautiful woman, or ladies, you may see that man. Since you reject yourself a million times, you automatically assume that this person is going to reject you. But if you accept yourself and it's genuine, we're not talking about arrogance, we're talking about confidence. If you truly accept yourself, and you would know somebody else's rejection don't matter, because if I ain't your cup of tea, pass the cup. But whatever you do, don't pour it out, because somebody else might want to drink it. And don't say your loss to the person to make yourself feel better, because it's not their loss. It's just y'all don't connect in that way. It's okay. Everybody's not supposed to like you. And a beautiful thing about it is almost 90% of everything going on in your life, you can change. If you don't like your circle of friends, stop hanging with them. If you don't like your job, leave it. If your relationship ain't serving you, leave it. You don't have to give nobody no explanation either, because you owe yourself everything. You owe nobody else nothing. You can be your own best friend, and you can be your worst enemy. And more times than not, if you're running from yourself, you are communicating that you are your worst enemy. But if you run to yourself, you will be your own best friend. Because if you got the right amount of self-love, the world can reject you. But as long as you're able to accept yourself, you will be at peace tonight. Because I'd much rather you be at peace with yourself and at war with the world than at war with yourself than at peace with others. Because to be honest with you, sometimes being at peace with others will cost you your peace of mind, for those who need it.